So this is the project that we're going to be making today, this really cute little box. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's precious. And I used the stamp is coming from the product of the week, which is the Bouquet, what do we call it? The Bouquet Blooms. This is in our annual catalog. So if you follow me on my Facebook page, you'll see that every Monday I choose a product of the week, and I try to use it on my iStampin' Live. So anyway, before we get started, I wanted to announce that today is the last day of the online extravaganza. Today the tools and inks are on sale. If you saw my Facebook Live that I did Monday, I gave you a top 10 list of what or a top 10 stocking stuffer ideas, things that I thought would be perfect for somebody who loves to craft for Christmas to be able to put in their stockings. And I went, and it was all from the tools and inks section of the online extravaganza. So if you're a part of my team, think about that extra 10% going on top of your discount. So that discount could be anywhere between 30 to 35% that you're getting off today. So the sale ends at 11:50 p.m. Mountain Time. If you are a customer of mine, I am really liking to think of this as free shipping. So if you place an order of at least $69.95 before tax and shipping, that 10%, that takes care of the shipping for you. So you're in essence getting free shipping. So, you know, if you're part of my team, really think about stocking up on things that you're going to need for the new year with classes and things like that. So like I said, depending on where you are, your discount could be anywhere between 30 to 35%. So that's one of the great things about being part of my team, is getting that extra discount. And then also, I just wanted to announce that today is also the last day that you'll qualify for the bonus Stampin' Anonymous tutorials. I have collaborated with 5 other Stampin' Up demonstrators, and every month we are offering these tutorials. This is a bonus tutorial, so these are some really cute Christmas gift ideas, stocking stuffers, even some hostess gift ideas. And this was only exclusive during online extravaganza. So after tonight, these are going into the vault and they will not be available again. So, you know, if you want these adorable ideas, just be sure to get in an order. But let me show you the items that you're going to need to make this project. So the first thing is, the Bouquet Blooms. Like I said, this is the product of the week, and I got the You're the Best from there. So you can see that it has some other fun little sentiments that you can pick out. Happy for you, thanks, and friend. The cardstock is Night of Navy, so you'll need a piece of Night of Navy and also some Whisper White to create the tag. The ink is Night of Navy, so you're going to see there's a lot of Night of Navy in here. And then the ribbon I'm using is the silver metallic edge ribbon. I think I used the Berry Burst just a couple weeks ago. And then you'll also need your Night of Navy twine, baker's twine. To cut the tag out, I am using our Christmas Tags Thinlits die. I don't know if you've seen this in our holiday catalog, but it cuts out, I want to say, 20 tags at once. So I'm just going to be using this little circle one right here, but this is absolutely adorable. It has a matching stamp set to make some really cute tags, and you still have time to get that in time for Christmas. The designer series paper that I'm using is this gorgeous frosted floral specialty designer series paper. And each piece of paper has this gorgeous sheen. I doubt it's going to come across on video, but if you haven't seen this, this is on page, let me show you in the catalog. Let's see here. It's on page 36 and 37. So you see this gorgeous suite, but the paper is just absolutely beautiful. And I just loved this. I just thought this was gorgeous. And the great thing is that this paper will definitely be able to use once Christmas is gone, which I really thought that was brilliant of Stampin' Up! To create more of like a winter type themed paper for us to be able to use even after the holidays are over. I'm going to be using the frosted and clear epoxy droplets. So these are the frosted ones. I'm going to be using the clear one. And these are also in the holiday catalog. You get 96 of these little guys. Doesn't look like 96, but I guess it is. Yep. And then you're going to need your Simply Scored scoring tool and a bone folder, some scissors. I'm going to be using the Take Your Pick tool just to help me get off some adhesive, because we'll also be using our tear and tape. To create this little scalloped edge here at the top, I'm going to be using our scallop tag topper punch, and then I think snail, and I think that's it. So if I forget anything, I will, oh, and glue dots. I did use some glue dots also. I'll tell you if I forgot some things. All right, so why don't we create our box first? That's the part that kind of takes the longest. And it comes together really, really easy. It's just so cute. I love this little thing. Okay, let me get my scoring board. So the first thing that you will want to do is to cut your Night of Navy cardstock, 8.5 by 5, and we're going to put it on the landscape, so the long side first. And let me just get my notes out to make sure I'm telling you right. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so we are going to score this at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 and 8 inches. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we're going to rotate it to the portrait, so the short side. And here we are going to score it at 2 and 3 inches. Okay, and so that is it for this. We'll need it again. So just put your scoring board off to the side because you will need it one more time. Okay, here's my bone folder. And let's just fold and burnish on all of the score lines. So is everybody having a nice Wednesday? Kind of over the Thanksgiving hubbub. I think I threw away all of the leftovers yesterday. It's always fun to eat them, but then after a while you kind of get sick of them. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do after we folded on all the score lines, we're going to actually make some cuts. So what you're going to do on this little 1/2 inch piece right here, you're going to cut off these long rectangles, and you're just going to leave that little centerpiece. Okay. So have y'all taken advantage of the online extravaganza? If so, I would love to hear what you've been buying. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up on all of these score lines just to that first score mark. So we're going to do this on both sides. I haven't started decorating my house yet. I'm thinking I may get my tree up this weekend. Have y'all decorated your house? I know a lot of people put their trees up even before Thanksgiving. Decorated the outside of their house. It's kind of crazy. Maybe they were onto something, because now I'm like, now that Thanksgiving is gone, I'm like, oh, I got to get that up. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like once you have cut all the pieces. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and grab your tag topper punch, And what we're going to do, this is going to be kind of awkward. I mean, it's easy to do, but what you're going to do is the flap with this little piece right here, you're going to slide in, and then I like to flip it over, and you're going to center it to the best of your ability. One side may be a little off, but that's okay. Let me get that all the way in. So push it all the way to the top, and then go ahead and punch it out. So it's going to look like so. And if you have a little bit hanging over, you can just trim it. It's just a little bit. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do the exact same thing on this third square. So again, just slide this in, flip it over, and then try to center it. Make sure it's all the way at the top. Okay, and punch. Okay. And then again, if you need to trim a little bit, go ahead. It's not much at all. Okay. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to score these two pieces right here. We need to score this in half. So again, go ahead and get your scoring board out. And what you're going to do is put this, so you saw that I just kind of folded the flaps back. And what you're going to do is you're going to push the top of the scallop all the way to the side, and we're going to score at 1 inch on both of these. Okay, so that's all you have to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and just fold both of these over and then burnish it again. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, what I've done now is I've just folded it over so that the outside is on its back. And this little flap right here, I'm folding it over, and I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape right here. Okay, and burnish it with my bone folder, and then where's my, oh, here we go. Linda, do you know the dimensions of it? If so, I can measure it really quick and see if it will fit in there. If you know the dimensions, or if you can Google it, it in the comment box and I'll measure that. Okay, so then all you're going to do is just fold it in half. Okay, and then this is going to be the bottom. So what you're going to do is, so where the scallops are on the top, go ahead and put that on the bottom. And then how it's going to fold is like so. So you'll just need to, oh, let's see, hold on, my bad. So the flaps, these flaps that are not punched out, go down first. Okay, so then I'm going to put adhesive on this square, if that makes sense. So let me kind of fold this back. So one of the flaps that has the scallop, that's what you want the adhesive to go on. And so just place some more tear and tape on here. Whoops. Okay, and then just burnish those again. This makes, for me, removing that backing paper off much easier. And if y'all hear some talking in the background, that's my husband. He's home this week, and he's still making business phone calls, and he can be a little loud. So case you hear that, that's what that is. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so then just fold the sides together, and then this final piece just kind of try to get as lined up as much as possible. If for some reason it doesn't line up perfectly, you can definitely like trim it off, or you can just ignore it because it's the bottom of the box, but that bothers me. So anyway, all right, let's see here. Okay, it's about 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Let me get my ruler really quick. What do we have here? Yes, you're good. This looks like 2 by 2. Yep, definitely. It will fit in there. You could probably, and it's about 7/8 inch tall. Yeah, about 1 inch tall. So you may be able to get a couple of them in there. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a great idea. These would be cute to give as like little hostess gifts because, you know, at Christmas time. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and let's decorate the box. So what I've done here, I've already cut this, but I'll tell you how to do this. I have cut a strip of the Designer Series paper. So if you take the 12 by 12 sheet, go ahead and cut a strip at 1 7/8. All right, so that's what you'll need. Just go ahead and cut a full strip at 1 7/8. And then what you're going to do is cut 4 pieces, and these all don't look the same. Oh, okay, hold on. That's what, okay. Okay, so you're going to cut 4 pieces at 1 7/8 by 7/8. All right, so when you cut that strip at 1 7/8, then just turn it, rotate it, and then I think I should have, what did I do with it? Oh, here we go. Let's see. What did I do with it? Oh, here we go. So cut it 1 7/8 and then just turn it and then just slice it this way at 7/8. So you're going to need 4 of those at 1 7/8 by 7/8. Then what you're going to do is cut 2 more pieces. This is the same width, 1 7/8, but these are 3/4 of an inch wide. So then just with the same strip, just cut at 3/4 and 3/4. So then what we're going to do is I'm just going to use snail and attach. I'm going to do the skinny piece, the smaller pieces first. And those are going to go right here, and they don't cover up the entire piece. They'll have a little bit of Night of Navy border. So when you place it on there, if you don't press it down too hard, you should be able to, you know, pick it up and reposition it if you didn't get a like that one. I need to kind of move it over. And of course, you don't have to be as meticulous as I'm trying to be. Okay, so like that. And then let's go ahead and decorate the other side of the scallop. And then you'll just want to determine which part of the box you want to be the front. I think I'm going to have this go this way. This paper is just so pretty. This is just, I don't know what kind of flowers these are supposed to be, but they're really, really pretty. And then with the 7/8 inch wide strips, those are just going to go on all 4 sides. Again, just trying to line it up as best as you can where it looks even on all 4 sides. Okay. Like so. And then just one more after this. Okay. So then obviously, once you decorate the box with the designer series paper, you'll want to put in your little treats. Linda, we were able to determine that Ghirardelli's will definitely fit in here, which is wonderful. So then put them in there. And then what I'm going to do is I like for these things to stay shut. It makes, for me, tying the bow a little bit easier, the stuff. So I'm going to put a couple of glue dots just on one side of this flap, and then that will make sure that it stays together. You can skip this part if you don't find this necessary. So just line it up, one side, get one side lined up and then the other. And so, did I have a glue dot on there? Oh, I guess I put, oh, ha, I knew I didn't have it. It's on my finger. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, goodness. Okay. There we go. Now it's together. I was like, where did it go? Okay, now this next part is probably, oh, no, hold on. We're not ready for that. We got to stamp. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, so there's our box. Next, what you're going to do is just grab a piece of, get a scrap piece of Whisper white paper. And the most important thing that I forgot to mention is you'll also need your Big Shot. I'm always forgetting something. Okay, so I am stamping You're the Best in Night of Navy. And that's just going to go right there. And then, like I said, I'm using our Christmas tag thinlits. And you have a lot of choices with this thinlit set, but I'm going to use the circle, but you can see that this would fit. You could do a lot of different shapes, like that one, this one, that. I thought the circle was cute. I liked the shape of the circle. So I'm going to use the smaller one. So it's just going to fit like this, and this little hole right here, that's what's going to make the hole at the top for us to be able to thread our rib. Got my Big Shot right here. Just move this out of the way. Okay, so you're going to need your magnetic platform. Okay, and then just go ahead and position this where you want your tag to cut out. So I'm just going to make sure that it's straight and centered. Okay, that looks good. And let's go ahead and cut it. Now it's going to cut out all this other stuff. I'm okay with that. Whoops, what's going on here? I didn't have to grab such a big piece of paper, but oh well. I can save these tags. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done. And let me just poke that hole out. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our frosted and clear epoxy droplets, and I'm taking the small, it's looks like there's just two sizes, a small and a large, and I'm just going to take one of the small ones, if I can grab it. There we go. And I'm just going to put it right underneath the stamped sentiment. And then I'm going to take some of our silver edged metallic ribbon, and I'm going to see if I can do a better job. I butchered the ribbon on my sample. I'm not sure what happened. And I'm going to go ahead and thread that through. So it's going to look like so. And I'm going to try my best to do this without having to pull this close to me. That's one of the reasons why I put that glue dot in there, so this stays together. All right, so what I'm going to do is just grab that ribbon, and I'm taking the solid Native Navy baker's twine, and I'm going to make a knot, and then I'll thread the tag through. And if I can do this successfully, that will be a miracle. Usually I have this like right up against my stomach, helping me anchor it. Okay. Now, I like to knot it again, just so that the ribbon doesn't slip. There we go. This is working out a heck of a lot better than the first time. Let me tell you, I didn't think I was ever going to get it. I don't want to speak too soon. I could still have issues. All right, so then let's go ahead and thread our tag. And then now we can tie a bow. And you could, you know, if you didn't want to use this stamp set, you know, you definitely find some Christmas stamps that you could use if you wanted to give this as like a Christmas gift, a little hostess gift, neighbor gifts, you know, whatever. I was just trying to, you know, think of out of the box, try to use some things from our annual catalog, since, you know, we had the annual catalog sale. And just to show that you can definitely mix and match stuff from our annual catalog and our holiday catalog. Okay, and then I'm just going to try to shift this over like so, make this bow just a little bit smaller. Let's see here. My bows are always sideways. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed, but anyway, you get the idea. Okay, let's see if I can cut this a lot nicer. There we go. And then let's go ahead and cut the tails here. And there is our cute little box. What do you think? And get our tag going the right way. So you don't have to like cock your head to read it. What do y'all think? Well, again, so that was using the Bouquet Blooms stamp set along with the Frosted Florals Designer Series paper. Let me just bring that out again. And then the Christmas tag thinlits. So I hope y'all liked this project. I will have all the supplies listed up later today. You can always rewatch the edited version up on YouTube. I'll have that up. And just if you are watching this a little bit later, didn't catch us at the beginning, I am going to be adjusting the time for my next, I guess going forward with iStampin Live, we're going to switch it to 5 p.m. Eastern time. And if you need any assistance shopping for any of these supplies, just let me know and I will help you out. And don't forget that today is the last day of our online extravaganza where you can save 10% on tools and inks, and then you will also receive the bonus tutorials. But have a fabulous rest of your week, and join me later this week for even more inspiration. Bye, guys.